Let's see. No. Yes. No. Getting the cards ready. Ooh. Yes. That. Hello. 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 Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, welcome. Say hi when you are here. Cheers. My cacao, my morning mushroom cacao. Brandy, you're so welcome. I love doing these. It is such, it's like sacred reciprocity, right? Such a beautiful, this is what I do in my personal morning practice is I sit with a concept, and I'll pull cards or, flip through books, as oracles to give me more information, and then I'll sit and contemplate and consider. So I love sharing my personal practice that brings me a lot of joy with everyone. I love that it serves you as well. So that's really beautiful. And it would be amazing. I would love it if this resonates with you, if you love any of the messages that I'm sharing, if you would tag friends or share to your personal pages or share with friends that you think would enjoy this, be really, really helpful as well. Just share the love, share the love. So today's topic, calling back your power. Is one that I'm still working on, you guys. This is a practice. Oh, and I just have to share with you this. I know you can't smell it, but look how beautiful it is. This is rolled in rose petals. And this is from the Incense Witch. She came to the studio last week and, she saw that I was going through a hard time with my mom and brought me Divine Feminine Healing Incense that she hand rolls. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. And so I have this going today. Like, I don't know if you guys can, maybe I'll leave it right there. Nope, you can't see it right there. Well, a little bit. Okay, anyway. So calling back your power. This story comes from this last week. I'm going through this stuff with my mom and my family, and I am, it's human. Emotions are a lot, when your mama, my mom, I am really fortunate. I have a beautiful relationship with my mom. She's always been one of my best friends. She's always been one of my inspirations, my idols. I always wanted to be just like her when I grew up. She's just fun. And if you've met Mama Gretch, she's just a ball of energy and vitality and life and joy and radiates light and sunshine. And so, going through this struggle with my mom has brought up a lot of emotions in me. And last week we had our women's circle. So once a month, we do Women's Circle at the studio, and it is a free offering. It is one of our free month. It's every month it's free, and we do it on the fourth Thursday of every month. So it was last week. So mark your calendars for September if you want to join us for Women's Circle. And it's just a place where women can gather and connect and heal and help each other. Just gather together. It's kind of like a modern day red tent, we're all on different cycles, but we come together and we have our own cycle of the fourth Thursday of every month. And I was planning on, I told Jasmine on our Monday meeting, I was like, I think I don't have anything planned, and barring that my mom is healthy and good and nothing crazy is happening at the hospital, I can come. And she said, hearts, Jenny, with all due respect, it's easier on me to just expect you're not going to be there. And then if you show up, it's a bonus. rather than I think you're going to be there and helping me, and then later you can't because something came up with your mom. So it's like, that's fair, and thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. So I ended up being able to go, but I really needed to receive, and I brought my kids with me. Two of my three, Devin and Drew, came with me, and I was just in this, like, we had just discovered what type of cancer it was, what stage it's in. There was a couple of things that showed up that just it's a lot. It's a lot. And so I was in my anger stage of grief. Grieving has many stages, and I was in anger. I was so mad. And I got there, and it was just like, here I am. I am here to receive. And, these women who, it could have been, I show up and I'm one of the owners of the studio. So I have to put on this hat of like, I know what I'm doing and pretend everything's okay. And let me just help everybody else. But that's not the studio we created. The studio we created was very much we're on this journey with you. We walk side by side with you because we're very much still human and on our healing journeys. And so we don't ever pretend like we know all the answers. We have all the answers, and we know what we're doing, and we know how to heal you and help you. We have a lot of experience, and we've had a lot of success. We've also had a lot of failures. So we know what works and what doesn't work. But we're still very much in this process of healing with you. So I came and I stood in circle with all the other women that were there also to receive. And it was so beautiful to just receive and to release and to have a space that was so accepting and welcoming of whatever. And there was a little bit of like, there's so much gratitude. Oh, just so much gratitude of the space and the community that we're building at the studio, and a little bit of pride, that just like, oh my gosh, I created this. I helped create this, where a space where I could feel safe to go and express whatever I'm going through and be me. Because my family's going through it too, but they heal differently because they have slightly different beliefs than I do. And that's okay. But that's not the place for me to go and heal, because I want to drum. I want to scream. I want to, I make crazy noises and talk in light language and tone and pull cards. And my family just doesn't do that. And so for me to have a space that is safe for me to heal was just like, so, so powerful. So if you're looking for a place to heal and be accepted and be your weird self, where maybe you don't feel you'd be accepted in other places, the studio is that place. That's what we created it for, right? And everybody heals slightly differently. So this whole power thing, that in Women's Circle, we were working on our bubbles. Our energy bubbles, our auric field, right? And knowing my bubble from your bubble and bumping bubbles and not taking on other people's energy that's in their bubble or going into their bubble and giving my energy to them, right? It's like owning your side of the street, keeping your house clean and keeping your garbage in your space and using your receptacles and not your neighbors or the street or, it's like really owning and honoring you and your power. And I was really struggling with this concept because I just kept feeling my mama. And I know I have a very deep connection with her. I was her little Miss Sunshine. It was my job I was the little happy peacemaker in the family. I was the happy-go-lucky one. And I know I have the ability, if she accepts, to help her heal through this process. And so I have just given so much of my energy to her. And so it was just this like, okay, I've got to, her energy needs to stay with her so she can heal. She needs all of her energy so she can heal. And I do need all of my energy so I can show up as the best me. And this weekend we took a quick getaway to okay. It was weird. My screen just started to like clothes off or something. So we did a quick little getaway to our friends. He's got some property in Duchesne out by Starvation Reservoir, and he's got some teepee set up. So we took the kids, we took the bikes, and I just took a little journey and to heal, to really connect to me, my power. And my morning meditation, I go and find a rock in the shade, because it is desert out there. And I just was calling back all my power, calling back from past lives, calling back from family members, from friends, from my kids, even, all the people that I felt like I have, consciously, because I love and care and I want to be connected with these people, that I've kind of just given all this energy, all of these places, even the studio, right? Like, okay, I need my energy. So even the studio, I don't have to have my energy there. Let me know if this is making sense. Do you feel like your energy is so spread, your work, your partner, your kids, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your community, any communities you're connected to, how much of your energy do you feel is just kind of spread out to all of these places? And then we add in, if you believe in reincarnation, our past lives and any contracts, oaths, vows, commitments, promises, covenants that we made in those past lives that we're still playing out in this life subconsciously, right? We wouldn't do it knowingly. When that bell, comes over, when we come to this earth in this incarnation, we forget about all of those. But you don't have to have you don't have to have some crazy gift to be able to go back and clear those. You don't need to go see a past life regressionist, although it is incredibly helpful to do so. Someone that can help you call in and go, okay, this is my power. I'm calling it back. Facebook user, you are on point. Far too much of my energy. Yeah, so it's just, right? We're just giving it all away. And it comes from a really beautiful place. Like, when we look at it, it really does come from this place of we have compassion, we have love for these people, we want the best for them, and we want to help in our own little way. And so we're, whatever way we can, we're sending those and the energy that way. Emily, today, but so much, yes, I've definitely felt too spread out before. Yes, so much, so much. So we're going to start with a little bit of a meditation where we're going to call back all of our power. Facebook user, where it didn't show my name, it's Tony. Hi, Tony. I know this platform that I'm on is Restream. So if you don't have a Restream account, it doesn't show me. Or if you're not on a YouTube account, because YouTube, you have your own account. But because this allows me to broadcast across multiple platformings, stream across multiple platforms, wow. It doesn't show me all their names. So if you just write your name in the comments, it helps. So we're going to start with a meditation, calling back our power. And I want to show you what my hand's doing here. So I have one hand on my belly, which is my solar plexus, my power center. Are you going to join me? Dylan's going to come join me. You can move stuff off the chair if you want to sit down. And one hand on my heart. So your power center, your solar plexus, this is your personal power. This is your firehouse. This is where you take in nutrients, food, and digest it for energy. But metaphorically, energetically speaking, on an energetic level, it's taking life's experiences and going, okay, I liked this part of this experience, that part I'm going to let go of. Like our digestive system does. Ooh, this nutrient I need. I'm going to send it over here. This stuff, extra, just let it go. But when we hold on to everything or try to control, or we just let everything flow through, we cause problems. So hand on your heart, hand on your belly, and just start to take a couple of big deep breaths and really expand the belly under your hand. Allow every inhale, the belly is going to expand and lift, and every exhale, it's going to push back in towards the spine. Inhale, expanding, 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 and exhale, squeezing the belly in and pushing all the air out of your body. Like really push all the air out. On a couple of exhales, get all the air out. And then big, deep inhale. So like kind of like a bellows breath, you know, the bellows that push air into to help the fire glow and grow. This is what we're doing in our belly, in our own personal fire center. And now just allow your breathing to take its natural flow in and out. And we're going to set our intention today. We're going to call in our circle of safety around us, our circle of empowerment, circle of light. Calling in any guides, guardians, angels, and ancestors that would like to assist in us calling back our power today. All of our power, all of our energy. And of course, Kali is showing up. She is the ultimate cord cutter. Kali Ma! Ooh, with her fiery sword is here. Black Madonna. There's some dark goddesses showing up. And the dark goddesses do not mean evil or bad. It's just polarity. It's opposite. And we have to look at our shadow. We have to bring light into that shadow to get rid of the shame, the fear, the control, to see more clearly what we're dealing with. Okay, now I want you can do this out loud or in your mind. I want you to scream your full given name out loud, just like you were trying to yell at your younger self from running across the street when a car is coming. Just scream it as loud as you can in all directions, above, below, around, in the past, in the future, because sometimes we even send energy into the future. We send ourselves into the future to take care of something that hasn't even happened yet, or the past to do something that's already been done. We can't fix it. We can't change it. So calling back all your energy here now. And sometimes I like to tap my chest and my belly as I'm doing this, because I'm here now, here now. Call yourself back. I'm here now. All of me now. I call back all of me now. Just scream your name. Scream it. And then I kind of like to wiggle my bum or stomp my feet. Like I'm just really grounding myself, and that patting helps me do that as well. Embodiment. We are meant to energetically be connected to our body here now. All of us now. All of me now. Command it. I call in and command all of me here now. I call back all of my energy here now. Take a couple of breaths as you receive all of you coming in. Ask any guides, angels, guardians to help retrieve any last little pieces of you back here now. And then we're going to take since Kali's here, we're going to do the Kali Mudra, aka Charlie's Angels Mudra. So it's the sword of Kali, Kali's sword. Everything is interlaced except for the pointer finger, and the thumbs are crossed. And you're going to take this sword, this Kali sword of truth, of might, of boundaries, and we're going to, any cords, any connections, any attachments, knowing or unknowing to our consciousness from the future, the past, our other past lives, and we're just going to cut those cords and just like, and if I like to go like around my whole body and my head and just like down to my roots, and I just like cut those cords, those attachments, those connections. We're cutting them all. And then I take my hands and I send them, all the cords, back to the people that they were to, and just sealing it with love and light. And then I surround myself with love and light, and I patch up any of those holes where those connections were. I ask my guides, guardians, angels, ancestors to also help patch up any of those holes where those cords, attachments, connections were. And I literally pat them in place, seal them up with all that love, all that goodness, that light, healing, whatever you're wanting to send in to your body. And then we're going to take the mudra of freedom. So your thumb goes on your pinky ring and middle fingers, the fingernails, and then the pointer fingers point up. This is kind of like another sword of truth, but this is freedom, the freedom mudra. And we're going to imagine any contracts, oaths, vows, commitments, covenants, promises that we made in this life, in our past lives, knowingly, unknowingly, to keep our power small, to keep us playing small, to keep us quiet. If you believe, like, these last 5,000 years of patriarchy, and you were a woman and you had these beautiful gifts and you were quieted, right? You took vows of silence, you oaths of quietness, of not sharing because you may be burned, right? You may be punished, you may be whatever. And even masculine, as if we could have been males in the past as well. And we were those sacred carriers of these sacred rites, initiations, or a monk, a Buddha, any of these vows of poverty, vows of fear, playing small. We're going to just sign those complete. So just right now, just like sign all of those complete. And I see, like, in my mind, I see all these scrolls and books and tablets, and some of them are like a little chisel. I'm just like, just sign them all complete, canceled, clear, void, done, because that was the past. And then I push them away. They're gone. They're done. Let's take a couple of deep breaths and just sit in this moment of all your power is back. You've cleared all of those contracts, vows, oaths, commitments, covenants. You've cut cords, attachments, connections, and just like soak in it for a moment. And if you'd like to share a couple of feelings that are coming up for you, how does that feel to sign those complete? Did you have a little fear? Did you have a little anxiety? Did you get a little emotional? Do you feel excited? Do you feel overwhelmed, energized? Just share with us what's going on a little bit. So we can share in that with you, or maybe the new promises that you're making, and commitments and vows and oaths that you're making yourself now to own your power, to call your power back. And this is a really beautiful practice to do. One is not always done. Sometimes there's layers. So give yourself some time. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of cards. We're going to do a no show grow. Love you, Dee. Okay. We're going to pull a couple of cards. What we need to know, show, and grow to own our power. Own all of us here now. So let's see. A Facebook user felt so good to bring me home. Thank you. Yes. Welcome home. Welcome back. You have received more of yourself today. And just breathe in that knowing that I am home. Here is home. Now is home. Okay, so, all right, cards. What do we need to know, show, and grow on this journey of owning, calling our power back? In a world where we can feel so boxed in, there's so many rules and regulations, written and unwritten, right? What are some of those unwritten rules that we have unknowingly or knowingly agreed to abide by, So as we clear all of these, let's see what we can do here. Okay, what do we need to know now that we have called our power back? How do we continue to stay in our power? What do we need to know to keep our power connected to us and not give it away, not create any more attachments, connections, not sign any more vows, oaths, and covenants, spoken or unspoken, that denies us of our own power? That one's not it. This is it. Okay. Is that it too? Oh, okay. Okay. The Hunter. The Hunter. There's a horse. and a whole bunch of rays of light. Okay, the seeker, the ruler, the predator. The hunter hunts. They are on a precise mission with an aim. To return home empty-handed would be to fail, which is not an option in the hunter's eyes. This archetype will journey far and wide, seeking the prize that calls to its heart or stomach. Tales of bravery and feats of strength often result, creating a life full of adventure. The hunter is skillful, quick, decisive, and results-oriented. Like the great hunting goddess Artemis, who carries her quiver upon her back. The hunter typically has a weapon of choice. When this card appears, it is critical that you ask 3 questions. Okay, are you ready for this? And if somebody would type this in the chat, that would be so helpful. What am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? Is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? Ooh, those are good. So the first question, what am I hunting? Second question, why am I hunting it? And the final question, is the weapon I hold so tightly in my grip truly needed for the task at hand? And I would invite you to really sit with these questions. Ask the part of you that knows. There's a part of you that knows. There's going to be a part of you that's like, just like, okay, that's cool. You just hang out over here, and I'm going to ask the part of me that knows, and just sit and listen and receive what happens. Sometimes free writing helps, or just free talking, free speaking. I do it a lot when I'm in my car and I'm driving, just have conversations with myself or spirit. When light, the hunter is focused, energized, respectful, seasoned. When dark, the hunter is irresponsible, violent, poaching. When you activate the hunter archetype, you are aligning your energy with the great creatures of the world. The lion, the wolf, the tiger, the shark. Do so with care. Any of those spirit animals zinging for you? Maybe look into them. Study the Greek goddess Artemis. Notice her nuanced relationship to the moon, the earth, and the feminine. The predator honors its prey with a precise and skillful hunt. The hunter deeply reveres the life it aims to take. Interesting. So this is what we need to know in calling our power back, and it is very much action-oriented. It is not this like, I'm just going to sit here and wait for all of my power to be returned to me. It's like, I have to go out and get it. I have to go out and be prepared and sit and wait and have patience too, because there's timing with hunting. And are you really hunting the right thing? Are you going after the thing that you really need or the thing you think you need? And do you have the appropriate tools? Are you prepared accordingly? Interesting. Okay, interesting. Let's see what the other cards have in store for us to see how this is going to play out even more. How's show? This is show. This card deck. Okay, how does the hunter feel for you guys? What is that bringing up for you and calling back your power, being a hunter and calling back your power? I think it's like so fascinating because when you feel powerless, you're the victim. You're the prey, not the predator. Oh my God, right? You are the prey. You are not the predator. When you feel powerless, you're the prey. So this is telling us literally, like, it's time to switch roles. It's time to be the hunter. It's time to be go out and search for what you want. Now, this does not mean revenge. This doesn't mean going after the people that you feel have been hunting you, whether energetically, metaphorically, spiritually, physically even, it could be physical. But what is it that you really want? Go after this. Owning your power, taking back your power is regardless, going after what you want, regardless of what everybody else is doing. And like owning it. This is what I want, and I'm going to shoot to kill. This is my goal. This is my dream. This is my path. and I am ready. I have the tools and I'm ready to take action. And I also can be patient and wait for the right timing. Okay. All right. What do we need to show? What do we need to show when it comes to calling our power back? Show. This way. Ooh, the Hierophant. The Hierophant, is it aunt or aunt? Aunt like a little crawly ant, or aunt like your favorite auntie? If someone knows. Also, it could just be tomato. It doesn't matter. Okay, the Hierophant. This is what we need to show. This orderly fellow has arrived to lay down the law, pin up the rules, and probably lecture you about his color-coded chore wheel. But before you scream, "You're not the boss of me," and run out the door, get honest for a sec and see if you could actually benefit from a little more discipline. This card may be echoing some sort of literal structured hierarchy in your life, like school, military, brand new job with shiny new cubicle, or just be a friendly reminder to listen to your elders and get your shit together. Whatever the case, those dishes aren't going to do themselves. So yeah, I love this deck. The affirmation: I aspire to be the best I can be. Right now, that means order over chaos, wisdom over brain garbage, and working over shirking. Okay, so this is our show. This is the ultimate faith without works is dead. Right? Like, you have to do the work, right? Like, to be the hunter, what you need to know to be the hunter, you have to be prepared. You can't just go up into the mountains willy-nilly with nothing and expect to get this beautiful buck with like 8 points, right? Like, that's not going to happen. You can't expect to go fishing without a rod and some bait and catch fish. Like, you have to be prepared. You have to do the work, and you have to be organized, because as you're up there and you're like, oh, I think I'm going to go fishing for some salmon, which requires a little bit of a deep trolling and different kind of bait than if you were, to be fly fishing for, I don't know. I'm not a hunter or a fisher, you guys. I just have overheard people talking. And so, but there's these metaphors, these nuances. You have to be prepared. You have to do the work. That's what you need to show, is that you are prepared. Get your life in order for what you want, not what you think you want, not what you think society wants for you, or your family wants for you, or your parents want for you, or the church wants for you, or the government wants for you, or nothing. What do you want? You, right here, this space, right here, not up here, in here, heart. What does this want? What do you want? What do you really want? And why do you want it? And why do you want that? And why do you want that? Ask that question, that why, over and over and over and over until you get this gunk. It's literally like clicks into place in your body. It feels like this. Oh, that's what I want. That's why I want that. So when you're asking the questions about the hunter, what am I hunting? Why am I hunting it? And then why? Whatever answer you come up with for both of those questions, why? Every time you come up with an answer, why do I want that thing? And then why do I want that? And then why do I need that? And why do I want to feel that way? You just keep asking. And sometimes it's 3, 5, 7 times that you have to ask before you go, oh, I really want it to sink in for you. Like, I really want you to feel that clunk in your body. And if your brain is having a hard time with that, reach out. Hi, this is what I help people do. Discover who they are. Help them go after who they really are. Live their life, their purpose, their dreams. What is your purpose here on this planet? You have a purpose that no one else has. You have a path that is unique to you, that when you figure it out, here's why I've committed my life to this, because when you figure that out, you help the whole collective consciousness raise. When you honor who you are, when you stand in your personal power, you help free the whole collective consciousness. I'm serious. And it is so powerful. And the more people who step into that power, the less slavery that we have, the less wars that we'll have, the less pestilence, disease, famine, fear, anxiety. We will all discover how free we really are, despite governing laws around us. This is my passion. This is my purpose, helping people get free and really choosing me, and not in a selfish way, in this so empowered that whatever I do for me helps everyone else. That's the ultimate. Okay. Whoo, I got a little hot and heavy there for a second, but I'm passionate. What can I say? So if you're wanting help going through these whys and what your purpose is, your passion here, what your power is on this planet, what your gifts, your unique gifts are, let's do a session. I got you. And it may take more than one session. It's not just a one and done. You guys have been working on this for a long time. And every time I learn more and I get better and I get stronger and I feel more confident and peaceful with my decisions and my choices and my purpose and my path. Okay, last card. How are we doing on time? Oh my gosh, we're doing so good on time. We might be able to do a couple of personal card pulls. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this last one. But also the chat's being really quiet. How are we doing so far? What do you think about the Hunter? What do you think about the Hierophant? What is your power that you're calling back? Let's share, right? Sharing grows and expands. Okay, what do we need to grow? This way. This one doesn't matter. Oh my God, I love this so much. You guys, I love doing this so much. Okay, page 78. This is what you need to grow. This is what we're growing to be totally free, to be you, calling back all your power, enjoying everything you are sharing. Josie here. Hi, love. Break the chain. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. Like, what have we been talking about this whole entire time? Guys, you saw me shuffling, right? Okay, anyway. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line. Healing trauma from the past is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. Do you even know your 7th great grandparents? But you're still carrying their shit. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to attack. Often they are not even yours to begin with. But we do not know another way of being, and so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. So this is what I've been practicing so much, is like, okay, like my family, I'm the black sheep of the family. I just wrote a blog post about it last week. This is not a bad thing. I don't think being a black sheep I love personally being the black sheep. Jesus was the black sheep, right? He was the outcast. He changed everything that his family of tradition did for how many generations. He changed that path. So like, I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but like, that's a great, like, oh, if he could do it, I can do it too. It's fine. And so you cannot heal another person. You cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal, right? This thing that I talked about, doing the thing. When you choose you give everyone around you permission to choose them. and do what makes them feel good. And then it becomes so amazing. Codependency disappears. Oh my God. Manipulative, codependent, narcissistic behaviors stop because everyone's choosing in to them and doing what makes them feel good. And then you trust that everybody else is going to do the same. Well, I'm taking care of me. I'm just going to trust you're taking care of you. And I'm going to speak my truth. So I'm just going to assume you're speaking your truth. I'm going to take you for word value. And if you're lying, that's on you. Not me. I'm calling back my power. My responsibility is me. Taking care of me and being me is my job. And then everyone else around me, I'm going to trust they're doing the same. I'm going to hold them in that same respect. The level of respect that is shown when you speak your truth, no matter how hard it is, you are showing that you respect that person enough to manage their emotions, manage how it is going to be for them, as you are respecting and trusting yourself to manage your thoughts and emotions. Man, imagine the world we could live in. But it starts with you. It starts with you. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. How you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Ooh. Even genetic DNA, you can rewrite. You don't have to live that same life. Like we discovered this last week that my mom's cancer has a potential of being genetic, which would mean me and my daughters and my sister and my nieces all have the potential for the same cancer. And I mean, it's a small chance. It's like a very small percentage. But as I was sharing this, in my anger, in my healing process, I'm sharing my emotions. I'm giving myself permission to experience my experiences. And I do show up and go, hey, just so you know, this is where I am. I don't need you to fix me. I just need to express this is where I am. And beautiful Dr. Ali, when I'm telling her this, goes, oh, but you don't have to choose that. You don't have to own that. You don't have to claim that. You don't have to claim that story of macular degeneration or arthritis or cancer or diabetes or whatever's in your genetic DNA. You don't have to claim it. This works for the physical just as much as it does for the weird nuances and habits and quirks and patterns that you live that are passed down from your parents and grandparents and great-grandparents 7 generations back. 7 generations back. Is this even yours? And no wonder we feel so like, I don't even know who I am because we're playing out somebody else's history. Love you. Woo! Another little rant there. So what ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. What old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? Seek assistance from your support team, tribe, friends, healer, coach, etc., to begin freeing yourself from it now. I will say that this ancestral healing, past life healing, it does help to have a coach, a healer, someone that knows a little bit about it to help guide you through it and releasing it so you don't call in more of it and then you're more full, if that makes any sense. Let's see. Melanie here. This is awesome. Just what I needed today. Oh, yay. Let's see. Facebook user resonating loud, just taking it in. Quiet because I'm soaking in your words of wisdom. Oh, good. Soak it up, baby. Another Facebook user. Yep. Breaking chains. Yes. Groundbreaking release yesterday. Toxic shit, babe. Woo, get it out. I was reading last night. We have ancestral trauma, but we also have their gifts. Yes. Yes, we totally do. So this is like the duality of it, right? So camping this weekend, me and my kids, we love to ask these crazy hypothetical questions. And some of them are very thought-provoking. Some of them are just weird and goofy and fun, just to spark conversation and sometimes debate. But it's energetic and it's all in fun. So this week, one of the questions I asked my kids was, if you could get rid of any human emotion, what would you get rid of? And they all like were super quick to answer. Fear, anxiety, sadness, right, were some of the popular ones. And fast, they just came up with them fast. It was like, oh, because a lot of times these things were like, oh man, that's really hard. Let me think about this for a minute. And this one just popped out. And I go, okay, but would you still get rid of that emotion if you had to get rid of its opposite, positive emotion? So sadness would be joy. Fear would be peace. Anxiety would be confidence. I don't know. And everybody's kind of has different opposites, right? Because everybody kind of experiences these emotions slightly differently. But then it was like, ooh, would I get rid of that? Would I get rid of the negative emotion if it also got rid of the positive emotion? And I would, just curious, would you guys? But this polarity is a universal law, right? We have polarity. I mean, thank God, because I'm not flying off of this planet and spinning into outer space, right? That polarity helps keep us grounded. And this polarity of the positive pole and the negative pole, do I not have? Oh, I do have magnets here. Cool. I'm like, where's my magnets? So we've got our magnets here, and we've got, right, they come together. Whoop. But when I flip it around, they push, they repel each other, they repulse, right? And they won't connect unless it flips around. Okay. So this polarity is necessary for us to exist on this planet. But because it is a natural law, it doesn't exist just in one place and not in everywhere else. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a natural law. It exists everywhere. It exists physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So this polarity of emotions, if I got rid of the negative emotion, that would also do away with the positive emotion. If I got rid of, if I just totally said, okay, ancestors cutting you off, you're also cutting off their gifts. And so it's not this, like, I know we had the swords and we're cutting attachments that are negative and draining, but we're still leaving open these connections and cords to our ancestors that have the insights, the wisdom, the beautiful gifts, and the beautiful genetics that we love, like my blue eyes that I really, really love. So honoring both and looking at the shadow and going, okay, now let's heal it so that we can move through and receive the gift from it, right? Because everything has that gift in it. P.S. You look stunning, goddess. Oh, thank you. I worked with Allie yesterday. Chains. Oh, yes, chains. It's so powerful to work with healers because they a lot of times, you sometimes can't see the forest for the trees because you're like, I don't know, guys, I don't know. And so when you have someone that's outside of you that can kind of go, okay, well, to your left a little bit, step forward, to your right, maybe turn, quarter turn, can help big time. Let's see. Okay, I think I got all of the chats. Yeah, so this one has also been showing up for me. Our car was in the shop. My car was in the shop, and so I had to take take the truck with our camper on it, and it's folded down, so it's not like a huge camper. It's pretty compact. It pops up, but to the hospital, and I don't know the height of the parking garages. I don't know if I can park in there. There's a lot of places we can't park now because of the camper, but I was just like, I don't know, Jerry, I'm already stressed out enough as it is, going to a place that I don't know very well with a thing I don't know very well. It's extra stress. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. And he talked me through it, bless his heart, and I go, and the truck fits just fine. Everything's okay. And I get into the room, and the nurse is there to help my mom clean her temporary colostomy bag. And she has to learn how to do it on her own because she's not going to be in the hospital, forever and until they take it out. So she's got to learn how to do it. And she's like, no, I'm just too stressed out right now. I don't want to learn a new thing. It's just too hard. And it's just overwhelmed and blah. And I was like sitting there going, whoa, whoa, this is a pattern that's been handed down. I wonder how far back it goes. This like, it's too much. I can't learn. I can't learn when I'm too stressed out. And yeah, so being able to witness this pattern and go, oh my gosh, because that's not serving me. And in my life, like in this area, this world that I'm in, this healing world, I'm like, oh yeah, let's bring on these challenges. Let's bring on these patterns. Let's get rid of them. I'm so excited. Challenge accepted. Oh. But like, I'm still human and I still have these like, oh, I did not know that I was doing that. I did not know until it was right in front of my face. Same day I had this reaction, my mom had this reaction. So we're breaking these chains, and I get to be an example as the best way to heal the whole family line. Is I get to show, hey, I don't have to be held down by this anymore, and I can be free. If I can be free, you can be free. Okay, I feel like I have time for a couple of card pulls. So if you want a personal card pull for you calling back your power, just say, ooh, card pull with your name. Make sure to type your name so I can I can tune into the energy of you and get the right card for you. So what are you wanting to know specifically about calling back your power? And you can ask, is it ancestral? You can ask about past life. You can ask about any relationship you're currently in. If you want to get specific, the more specific, the more the question, the more specific the answer you're going to get. So just be aware of that. And I feel like this is the card deck we're going to be using. Josie. Okay, Josie's first. Ooh, we got two cards that just flipped out. Do you have anything specific, Josie? I mean, the cards already flipped out, so we'll just, oh, we got 6 and 9. But I pulled, the 9 was upside down, or the 6 was upside down, so it looks like you got 2 9s. The Hermit and the Lovers. You got 2 major arcana cards. This is Affirmators Tarot. It is my all-time favorite tarot deck, by the way. Okay, 6 and 9. And if you guys, those of you that are saying your name, the more specific you get, the more specific your answers. So if you want to know something specifically about calling back your power. Okay, 6, the Lovers. And we did pull it upside down. This deck does not read the reverse side, but just kind of read it and go, I wonder what it means reversed for me. So you've drawn a card that makes you mouth the word lovers, have you? Well, friend, or soon-to-be lover. This is actually a wonderful news. More than just a symbol of romantic love, this good omen is emblematic of a healthy, loving relationship with yourself, as well as the outside world, which in turn breeds glowy, expansive feelings all around. And those, of course, could very well lead to a fulfilling, soulful love connection. But why don't we just start by taking the outside world out for a coffee? I love it. And the affirmation, I relate to others with an open heart and positive state of mind, with no expectations or requirements, but maybe a little, or maybe even lots of hope. Maybe a little, or maybe even lots of bit of hope. Okay, so the Lovers is Josie, but reversed. So, and I know there's a little relationship stuff happening right now. And to me, the big focus that the big sentence that popped out at me was more than just a symbol of romantic love. This is good omen. This good omen is emblematic of a healthy, loving relationship with yourself, as well as the outside world. Okay. All right. And then you got the Hermit as the second card, right side up. The curious character this curious character is the universal mascot of me time. Yes! Oh my God, yes. Take yourself on a date. It's called master dating. Master dating, taking yourself out on a date. Who knows what life has handed him? The important thing is he knows that the best way to deal is to retreat to a place of quiet reflection and fly solo for a bit. The Hermit encourages you to clear your social calendar and fill your time with meditation, walks through nature, and possibly some fervent journaling. A little chapter of solitude will reset your mind, open your heart, and if you're anything like this old soul, lead to some life-altering wisdom. Dress code, long white beard, and gnarled staff. Affirmation: I quiet my noisy mind and look within. To know myself is to realize I'm pretty okay with myself. All right, there you go, Josie. Get to it, girl. Call back that power by loving yourself so hard. This is your job right now. Okay, let's see. Ginger Rest is next. Ginger, ginger, ginger. Ginger, ginger, ginger. Let's see. Josie says, yes, yes, yes. Okay, babe, thank you. What I needed. Yay. Okay. Ginger, calling your power back. Calling your power back. Let's see. This way, this way. Woo! Unicorn! 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Look at this happy unicorn. This golden lasso. And a bundle of magic wands. Okay, your life's been hit with a shot of intergalactic adrenaline. Oh my goodness. And out of nowhere, things seem to be falling into place. Yes! Relish this powerful time, marked by productive work, never boring relationships, and trips that would make a jet setter's head spin. Who are you anyway? Wait, don't pause to answer that. You are in a fiery, inspiring whirlwind of a time, and you should lasso every second of it. Now, giddy up. You've got a lot more of that top shelf living to do. Affirmation: I zestfully participate in the magic of my life. After all, what is a magic show without volunteers from the audience? I love it. Oh my God, Ginger, this makes me so happy. How does that feel for you? Are you getting it? Are you going after it? I love it so much. Okay. All right. Shuffled and cleared. Okay. Let's see. After Ginger was Melanie. Oh, somebody said relationships. Melanie, was that you who said relationships? Past lives, patterns. So it does not show me names, you guys. So please rewrite your name with your question if you have it. Because I need to, so who wrote past lives patterns? Relationships. Relationships with you, Josie? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, Melanie, patterns. Melanie, patterns. Past life patterns. Ginger. Okay. Okay. Well, Ginger, you're in a great place right now. You're that intergalactic adrenaline. Get after it. Go lasso every second of your day. Yeah. Okay. Melanie, patterns. Okay. Patterns. Whoop. There it is. 7 of Wands. So we had 8 of Wands. Now we got 7 of Wands. Okay, and if you're still here and I'm not pulling your card, you're still here listening, and these cards do have something for you. So take what applies and let go of the rest. Right? We talked about this in the beginning of Cards, Coffee, and Contemplation today. This personal power, this ability to digest information, experiences like our digestive system. Oh, I need this nutrient. That's good. I'll use that. This one, let's just let it go. I don't need that one. Okay. So, okay. 7 of Wands, Melanie, this is for you, and it has to do with patterns. Uh-oh. Something or someone is thwarting your progress. Don't let it get to you. You're in the right place, and you don't need to yield your personal power to anyone. You guys, I love this so much. I'm just, so perfect. You don't need to yield your personal power to anyone or anything. Stand your ground. Prove your worth. Just to yourself. You only have to prove your worth to yourself, not anybody else. And swat away any temptations to back down or compromise. Anyone not on board with the You program is clearly meant to be in a different conference. Oh my God, I love that. Like, oh, you're not on board with this? Cool. cool. You're welcome to leave. Bye. Didn't they check the big sign in the lobby? This one's about me. No free pens or branded visors for them. Oh my God, I love this card deck. Okay, affirmation. No one can ever take away the things that make me and my life brilliant. And if they try, I may cut them. Okay, so it sounds like you've got some patterns that you're not believing in yourself. You're not believing in your own worth. You're not sitting at your own conference. If you were to write a list of things you were grateful for in your life, how long would it take you to put your name on that list? Hearts, all the love, but you're battling, this pattern is yourself. You're battling yourself right now. And it's not really a battle. Your ego thinks it's a battle, but just like let go, like just surrender. Just like, this is not a fight worth having because I love myself. I'm going to stop fighting against myself. That Don't Worry, Be Happy song. When you worry, you make it double, right? Don't worry about your problems because you already got a problem. And then when you worry about it, you double up that problem, So just going, okay, this is what it is right now. And I'm just going to love myself through it. Love this all. Thanks for your guidance. Okay. All right. Let's see. Who is next? Lindsay. Let's see. Was there someone after Melanie up here though? Ashley was. Okay. Ashley. This is the first time I've been able to do this. Yay. Love you. You're great. Oh, but you didn't ask for a question. Okay. Brandy. Hi, Brandy. Josie. Hi, Ginger. Okay, Lindsay, what do I need to remember from a past life? Okay. About your power. Has to do with personal power. What does Lindsay need to know about her past life? It has to do with her personal power. Oh my God, we got the 8 of Wands again. You guys saw me shuffle, right? Okay, Lindsay, this, I don't know if you were here for when I read this for Ginger, but this is your card, this awesome unicorn with this golden lasso of truth and this bundle of magic wands. Your life's been hit with a shot of intergalactic adrenaline. So giddy up, get to it, enjoy, and lasso up every second, every moment. If you weren't here, just go back and watch the replay. But when it comes to your past life, it's the energy I'm getting from it is like, you don't need to focus on past life right now. You need to focus on just enjoying where you are right now. Like sometimes being in the healing world can be a little bit of a double-edged sword sometimes because we think there's always something we got to be working towards and something that's got to be hard and we have to struggle to earn it. And that's not true. That's old patterns that you guys, let's move away from that. Let's start to learn from fun. Let's start to learn from joy. Let's start to learn from expansive experiences. Not we have to struggle and be in pain to learn, evolve, and grow. Let's get rid of that. How can we have fun? How can we embrace every moment and learn from that? Okay. Thank you. Been really working on clearing this. Thank you so much. Oh, you are so welcome. And if you want any additional support, I'm open for sessions and I can do them online. I'm going to actually be upping my prices in October. So for the rest of August and September, my personal hourly rate is $125. In October, it's going to go up to $150. So all of this personal power stuff really is perfect for what I'm starting in actually November 11th. I'm going to be kicking off the Heroic Human Journey, a 13-week guide through the Sophia Code. There's 13 chapters. We're going to go through each chapter. Each chapter unlocks your divine genome, your personal power, and releases anything that's in the way of that. And we work with different ascended masters. We kick it off November 11th with a ascended master drum making. So you will be making a drum that will infuse the ascended master energy in there. And then as we go through the codex, you have this tool to help you release whatever you need to release from past lives, past beliefs, past ancestral, whatever, and step into your power. Own your sovereign divine genome, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So, and that is going to be very private, exclusive. I don't like doing this because I want everyone to be able to come, but Spirit told me it's only 8 women. I've only got room for 8 women, and we're going to be very exclusively, tightly going through it. You'll get 3 private healing sessions, plus the Ascended Master drum, and then 13 weeks of going through this personally with me and those 8 other women. So it will be online, except for the drum making. Drum making will be in person, but if you can't make it in person, I can make your drum for you, or I can send you the supplies and a link so you can make it yourself. So you have options there. So yes, and that's going to be $888. So if you are interested in that, want more information, just message me, and I can do payment programs as well. So we can take some payments up until I need a certain amount of it done before the drum, because drum is hard cost. I have to buy all of the supplies for that. So, but I don't want money to ever be an issue. So don't let money stop you from stepping into your heroic human journey, for calling in all of your power, owning who you are. Okay. Don't let that be an issue. I promise I will work with you. There's so many different ways we can work through this. So, talk to me, reach out to me if you want more information. And this incense is almost done. And I want to show you. Oh, it's not going to work. No, come on. Nope, it's not going to show it. Dang it. It's dripping. So cool. And the smoke is pooling around the bottom. But thank you for joining me today. Thank you for calling back your power. Thank you for owning you. Please continue being you. That is your magic. It is your medicine. And it is a medicine that's not only going to heal you, it's going to heal the collective. It's not selfish. It is the most selfless thing you can do. Owning you. Call back your power. Be you. Be you. It is your power, is your medicine, is your magic. It will heal the world. I promise. Let's see. Oh, Ashley, I guess I'll take a card if you have time. Haven't gotten everyone. General contemplation for me today. Okay, we got one. I can do a card for you, Ashley. I got you. I got you, sis. I'm gonna move that down. Okay. Contemplation on your personal power, because that's the topic today, is your personal power. So what does Ashley need to know? Contemplating as she contemplates about her personal power. 5 of Wands. Wow, we've got a lot of wand energy happening today. We pulled 3 wand cards, and then 4 major arcana cards. Some big power moving today. Okay, 5 of Wands. Ashley, it seems you've embroiled in a sort of mental tug of war, where conflict, competition, and pointless bickering may be pulling you to pieces. Regardless of who started it, and it was obviously, definitely everybody else. I mean, right? You can do your part to end it by opening your earballs and listening without judgment, then doing your best to move gracefully past this moment. In other words, drop the rope and everyone's a winner. Affirmation. It's all right if I'm not right. I'd rather move on without a fight, if only just to spite. So some little rhyming there for you. But this kind of goes back to, I don't know if you were here for the beginning, maybe go back and watch the beginning, the hunter card. What are you hunting? And why are you hunting it? And do you have the appropriate tools? Are you prepared for this battle? Do you really need to be in this battle? Or do you just actually, you know what? Not my fight, not my hunt. Actually, I want to go after this. And just let it go. Love and light, on your way. That's hilarious. Oh God, I wish I knew what you were talking about, but I can feel the like almost relief. Am I right? And there's like a relief of like, oh, thank God. Actually, I don't really care about that. I don't have to do that anymore. Good stuff. That was on my head already. Yep. Okay. I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. Come play at the studio this week. I teach Sound Soul and not Sound Soul Magic. That's actually going to be in on fire next month in Cedar City. If you want to come, use the code transformation for discount. But sound healing and breath work on Wednesday nights at 6:30. Ash, I'm on the right track. Yes, you are. Always. You are always on the right track, right? Like that's one of the things. We talk about this a lot in Wednesday night class. You can't fuck it up. Like you literally can't miss what is meant for you. So, but you can take some detours along the way because your head thinks we're supposed to go this way when your heart's going, over here. Come on, this way. But your head's like, no, that doesn't make sense. Over here, this way. And so sometimes your head wins and you go this way, but it always brings you back. Always brings you back. So, okay, I love you all so much. Mwah! Have a beautiful day.